Hello and welcome to my vlog channel. I just want to share a little thing that I've learned about life. So a while back I had read Bessel van der Kolk's book, The Body Keeps the Score. It's a really good book for anybody who's dealt with trauma, which is like everyone. Really, I believe that the prevalence of trauma is far more pervasive than we think, because a lot of people just don't talk about it, which is what I'm going to talk about in this little short video diary entry for you. I had an experience where I was holding on to something and I don't know. So sometimes there are things that for whatever reason we don't want to talk about, or we don't feel safe talking about. For me, as far as therapists, I've been to a lot of different therapists. I've dabbled in a lot of different types of therapy. Like the kind of psychotherapy where you talk with a therapist. It's okay. The most beneficial stuff that I've dealt with is bringing the unconscious conscious kinds of exercises and keeping your mind in the now. But I learned an important lesson. So in Bessel van der Kolk's book, there's a part where he gives the science of why talking about something that you've gone through, maybe not even something traumatic, just something that you're keeping in, talking about it, there's this physiological process of integration that's really important for the healing process. And I learned that that's absolutely true. But with that being said, humans are difficult and complicated, and we all have shadows and we all have different aspects. And so most of us, we have to be careful about who we confide in about things. Whether it's family or friends, be careful. Just be careful who you confide in. If you have something that's weighing on you, find a trustworthy person that you can tell that story to and talk to them about it, because there is an actual, and I can't remember the exact details of it, but it's in Bessel van der Kolk's book. There is a physiological process that is very important for healing and integration of certain experiences that actually happens from talking about that experience. The reason why I've kind of pulled away from the traditional forms of therapy is because I've been to a lot, I would say, and most people are themselves not doing their own work. A good percentage of therapists are kind of judgmental, and you can sense that energy off of them, or they're bored or they're distracted, which they're just human beings. But that when you pay money to go do that, it's kind of okay, I'm just going to go find a trusted person or whatever. And then the other thing I don't like about the traditional therapy model is it's tailored toward prescribing drugs. So the first thing that they want to do is, that they're taught to do, it's not necessarily their fault, is to find a diagnosis. So it's very diagnostic heavy, so that they can, because it's tailored toward prescriptions. So I don't like that part of it. But there is an important, I think, so because of the way a lot of us grow up, we kind of just learn through interacting as little kids to not talk about things that are going on. And some of us are more inclined toward that than others. And, but so when you're a kid and you get shut down a lot by the people around you, you just naturally stop feeling safe sharing your feelings. And so a lot of us just start putting our feelings away and compartmentalize and keep it to ourselves. And that's kind of a thing that happens. But I think finding someone trustworthy, finding a trustworthy person that you can share that thing that's weighing on you with, because verbalizing that when you have something inside of you that you haven't talked about, that healing and integration process is not going to happen. You have to be able to, there's a physiological aspect to it. Sorry, I can't remember the exact details for you, but if you want to go read that book, it's in there. And I think that was just going to be my short little video for the day. I appreciate you so much. We are all human beings on this bumpy ride filled with painful experiences, sometimes beautiful experiences, sometimes. And the goal is to learn to work on becoming the there's this metaphor I've heard about the pond, and so there's ripples on the surface of the pond, but the water in the middle of the pond is still. And so that's the goal. And going easy on each other, okay, you guys. We really do gotta go easy on each other, because we're all kind of effed up. I got a potty mouth, so I've been working on trying to cool it on that one. But we're all pretty messed up, banged up, bruised little pieces of fruit, and going easy on each other, going easy on ourselves. And I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, whatever works for you. And may God's love be felt inside of your heart. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.